Hey friends, Dave here, and today we're going to be talking about understanding the proofing step and the heat map when uploading artwork for UltraColor Max. Here we have some artwork that has 3 things wrong with it that we're going to see highlighted when we put it through the uploader. So let's head on over to Stahls.com to get started. First, we'll go through the process here to upload our artwork for UltraColor Max, using the Knights Cheer artwork that we just had pulled up. We'll name it the same as the file and set it up for 6 inches wide. You'll see here it lights up with some highlighted areas and lets us know there are 2 issues found with our artwork. First, let's change our background to a different color. We'll choose dark green because that's what color our shirts will be. Here, you'll see it says to scroll to step 4 to review issue details. So let's scroll on down. Here, we'll input our garment color again. Now, this preview is not really how the transfer is going to look when it arrives, but more of a preview of how your artwork is expected to look applied to a garment and laundered, maybe washed 1 or 2 times. Essentially, we're talking where it's under print minimums and won't receive an adequate amount of adhesive. Here, you'll see 2 warnings, lines too thin and soft edges. Soft edges refers to a glowing edge, or essentially where it's fading to the garment with transparency. And you could see that here in our artwork file. So what we could do is remove the effect in Photoshop or Illustrator so we have a nice, clean, defined edge, something more like this. So let's upload this new file and see what we've got. When it imports here, now we don't see the highlighting around the cheer text, but it's still telling us there are 2 warnings. Lines too thin, and again, soft edges. It's important to know that soft edges essentially refers to 2 things. First, that feathered, soft, or glowing edge with the ink fading to the garment that we just fixed, and it also refers to any transparency in the file. So we can see here with our file, if we go back to our image, that the Knights text in the background has transparency in the middle and the bottom, visible when we put a black background behind half of the image here. It is not completely opaque. So if we fix our file and edit those elements to be 100% opaque, we should be able to eliminate that soft edges issue. Here we have the same artwork, but adjusted to colors to give it that gradient look on the Knights text, but removing any transparency. We'll remove the black box here we used for the reference before uploading this new file, otherwise it's going to print too. So now with our revised file, we have just 1 issue. Our Knights text is still highlighted, but a little bit less than before. Let's scroll down to see that we still have the lines too thin warning. There's some details here that are just a little bit too fine. And with just the thin lines as our only issue, we do have the option to continue as is, but our artwork, again, may not meet the print minimums to receive adequate adhesive, leaving a result similar to the preview that we see here. So essentially, all we have to do is make our lines a little bit more thick. And the minimum for UltraColor Max line weight is 1.29 points, or about 0.018 inches. Now, once that's all set, all of our issues are fixed, and our artwork is A-OK, good to go.